I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. And imagine you're on an interview, you're talking with someone who's there to evaluate you, and they say to you that those magic words, "What would you do if?" And then they paint some sort of scenario for you. Now, you and I both know that there's a lot more than they haven't told you, that they can drop on your head like a bomb after you've answered the question based upon the limited information that they've given you. So how do you not fail at this question? I think the answer comes down to you talk about the process and start off by saying, look, I'm sure there's a lot more texture than just what you've told me so far. And as a result, I think what might be most effective is how I go about evaluating how to figure out the solution, then offering you the actual solution. So as a result, what I want to do is talk with you about, number one is identifying the constituencies who'd be affected by this, talking with them about the problem, and then you go through this process of evaluation. And then they may say, no, it's as simple as that. Okay. And as you start to answer and they start throwing in more grenades into the situation, you pause for a second and say, this is why it's so important to engage in the process, because you need to flush up additional things that can surface in the course of discovery. So I know I've had people come to me who are on my staff who are complaining about someone else and they want me to resolve it. Or I've got a user that I support who's having a problem with someone on my staff and they want me to fix them because they're not doing their job. But I have to understand what it is that is wrong and go into some detail and speak with that person and go into some detail. And then from there, I have a perspective on it from everyone's side, including some of the ones that have been affected by, the blows that are occurring between the different parties, so that this way I can actually solve it. Answering 2 lines of what would you do if doesn't really give me all that texture. Talking to everyone does. And talking to not just the ones that they recommend, but talking to some of the others will. So that's how I go about answering it. I'd suggest that's how you answer it. Hope you found this helpful. If you want me to coach you, if you'd like me to be involved with one-on-one coaching you throughout your job search, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. And we'll schedule a time to speak for an initial conversation and figure out if it makes sense. Hope you find this helpful and hope you have a great day. Take care.